Hi everyone, Andy with Pilot2ATC here. Today, I'm going to do a short IFR flight from planning to landing at the destination airport. We'll be flying along the east coast of Florida, starting at Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport, KFXC. Let's get started entering our simple flight plan. There are a lot of ways to do this. We'll enter the departure airport into the plan by pressing the Add Waypoint button and entering KFXC with our keyboard or the on-screen keyboard. This adds the airport to the flight plan and the map. Now, to pick our destination, we'll press the Airports button to the left of the map to show airports in the vicinity that have ILS approaches. Rolling the mouse over an airport gives us the name. Right-clicking on the airport will give us a menu to add it to the flight plan. If we would like more information on it, we can just left-click it and it will show the airport information panel. Here we can check the weather, available runways, approaches, gates, etc. Let's first select the airport as our destination. Now let's look at the approaches. Looks like there's an ILS to runway 10 right. Let's add that to the plan. Notice that it adds it as the approach at the bottom of the flight plan. If we want to see it displayed with all its waypoints, we can click the Activate Approach button at the top of the flight plan panel. We could also take a more in-depth look at available approaches using the Approach Departure Procedures panel. Here we can select approaches, then run our mouse over the available runways, causing the approaches for each runway to be displayed. Selecting 10 right, we see the ILS approach. Selecting that then displays a list of possible transitions. Moving the mouse over the transitions will highlight the transition track in the map. The sheds transition looks like it would work well, but let's just select the direct/vector to ZATSA, so we'll get vectors to final. We'll get vectors in this case because the angle from the route track to final is too sharp for a direct clearance. Usually an angle of more than 70 degrees will give you vectors. To be sure we stay near the ocean, let's add a VOR to our plan. First, we'll clear the airports out of the way by right-clicking the Airports button. Then, click the VORs button right below it. Once displays the VORs, twice displays them with compass roses. Here's a good one for us. We can right-click it and select Add as Waypoint to get it added to the plan. Now we've got our flight plan. Let's get the sim going and connect to it so we can file our flight plan and get clearance. We're going to be using the Smart Copilot to interact with ATC today. We have fully enabled the Copilot to change frequencies and squawk codes and to automatically respond to ATC.
Visibility 10 miles. Skies broken. Temperature 29. Dew point 22. Current altimeter is 3000.
Let's change to clearance delivery and ask for clearance. We have the advanced Copilot options turned on, so when we click on the IFR clearance option, a phrase option panel opens and we can select from a variety of phrases. Let's pick the last one. We can now press the speak button and the highlighted phrase will be spoken by the Copilot. At this point, the Copilot will handle all the interacting with clearance delivery until we get transferred to ground for taxi out.
Clearance delivery Phenom 1 Victor Bravo with information Victor ready to copy IFR clearance.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo, we don't have a flight plan on file for you.
Oops, forgot to file the plan.
Clearance delivery Phenom 1 Victor Bravo with information Victor ready to copy IFR clearance.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo is cleared to Kilo Foxtrot Papa Romeo as filed. Expect departure runway 27. Climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Expect higher clearances 2 minutes after departure. Miami departure on 126.05 squawk 5064.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo is cleared to Kilo Foxtrot Papa Romeo as filed. Climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Expect higher clearances 2 minutes after departure.
Notice that
Miami
all the
departure
key
on
elements of our clearance are displayed in the
126.05
Smart
squawk
Notepad area.
5064.
If we wanted to read back the clearance ourselves,
Phenom 1
this would give
Victor
us
Bravo
all the
read back
information we
correct
need to get it right the
altimeter
first time.
3002. Contact executive ground on 121.75 when ready to taxi. Enjoy your afternoon.
Altimeter 3002 ground on 121.75 Phenom 1 Victor Bravo.
Now we're ready to taxi. During the flight, I'll have Pilot2ATC displaying in the bottom right of the cockpit. This should help you follow along as we make the flight. I won't be talking much, but I'll be flying and letting the co-pilot handle the interactions with ATC. I'm also going to turn on the chatter to give a little more realism to the flight.
Maple 7609, cross 4, monitor tower, you'll follow the Delta Airbus out of here on the other side. Good morning to you.
Okay, cross 4 and Charlie here, we'll follow the bus, the Delta bus, sorry, and over to tower Maple 7609. Ciao, have a good one.
Ground Phenom 1 Victor Bravo ready to taxi.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo taxi to runway 27 via taxiways Alpha, hold short runway 13 and runway 27.
Taxi to runway 27 via taxiways Alpha, hold short runway 13, and runway 27 Phenom 1 Victor Bravo.
Once we get taxi instructions, we can press the taxi button to the left of the map and the taxi route will be displayed. This route is taken from airport data that can be imported from your SIM using the P2A data manager. While it's not always a perfect display, it gives you enough to figure out where to go. You always want to end up at the last little black triangle at the end of the taxi route, closest to the departure runway. Let's get taxiing.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo cleared to cross runway 13.
Cleared to cross runway 13 Phenom 1 Victor Bravo.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo contact executive tower on 120.9.
Tower on 120.9 Phenom 1 Victor Bravo.
Southwest 669 at the shoreline, turn left heading 210, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
At the shoreline, left 21025 right, clear for takeoff, Southwest 669.
Tower Phenom 1 Victor Bravo ready for departure runway 27.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo winds are 237 at 4 knots. Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, maintain runway heading until above 1,000 feet, then turn right to heading 045 to intercept course.
Cleared for takeoff runway 27 maintain runway heading until above 1,000 feet then right to 045 Phenom 1 Victor Bravo.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo climb and maintain 12,000 feet contact Miami departure on 126.05.
Climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure on 126.05 Phenom 1 Victor Bravo. Departure Phenom 1 Victor Bravo climbing to 12,000 feet.
And flight 2924, flight heading 170, climb and maintain 7,000.
Heading 170 up to 7,000 and flight 2924.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo, good afternoon. Squawk Ident.
Squawk Ident Phenom 1 Victor Bravo.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo, radar contact 3 nautical miles northwest of Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport. Phenom 1 Victor Bravo, climb and maintain flight level 200, contact Miami Oceanic Center on 123.8.
Climb and maintain flight level 200 center on 123.8 Phenom 1 Victor Bravo. Center Phenom 1 Victor Bravo climbing to flight level 200.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo, good afternoon. Squawk Ident.
Squawk Ident Phenom 1 Victor Bravo.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo, radar contact 4 nautical miles north of Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport. Phenom 1 Victor Bravo, expect vectors to the ILS approach to runway 10 right at Treasure Coast International Airport.
Expect vectors to the ILS approach to runway 10 right Phenom 1 Victor Bravo.
We now have a chance to set up for our expected approach. First, we bring up the Destination Airport Information panel by clicking the Info button below the map or by clicking on the Destination Airport symbol on the map. Then we select the expected approach and get the nav frequency for the ILS. We enter that into the nav standby frequency using the nav frequency set panel. Then press the active nav frequency to swap it to active. Next, we get the ILS final course so we can enter it into the GPS panel. Some GPS panels, like the G1000, require you to switch to the nav1 CDI to enter the course. If you want to avoid that, open the P2A Autopilot panel and enter the course into the Autopilot course without having to change to the nav1 CDI in the cockpit. Now we're all set for the ILS approach. We just have to wait to start getting altitude and heading assignments from ATC.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo, contact Palm Beach approach on 132.8.
Approach on 132.8 Phenom 1 Victor Bravo. Approach Phenom 1 Victor Bravo at flight level 200.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo, good afternoon. Squawk Ident.
South 59, maintain 250 knots or greater till advise.
250 knots or greater to advise, South 59.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo, radar contact 8 nautical miles south of Witham Airport.
Line at 584, reduce speed to 210.
210 speed, yeah, 584. Field in sight, Southwest 1310.
Southwest 1310, clear visual, approach runway 7 right, maintain 210 knots until Balti.
210 to Balti, clear the visual, 7 right, Southwest 1310.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo, turn left to heading 300 vectors to the ILS approach for runway 10 right at Treasure Coast International Airport, descend and maintain 14,000 feet.
Turn left to heading 300 vectors to the ILS approach for runway 10 right, descend and maintain 14,000 feet Phenom 1 Victor Bravo.
After we start getting vectors, we can press the approach button to the left of the map to display a gold track of expected vectors. This isn't necessary, but often it will seem you are being vectored away from the runway for no reason. Displaying the vector track usually clears that up, and you see you are just being vectored to get a good intercept angle to final.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo, descend and maintain 8,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 8,000 feet Phenom 1 Victor Bravo.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo, turn right to heading 005, descend and maintain 3,500 feet altimeter 299er at Treasure Coast International Airport.
Turn right to heading 005, descend and maintain 3,500 feet altimeter 299er at Treasure Coast International Airport Phenom 1 Victor Bravo.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo, you are 16 nautical miles west of the airport. Fly heading 065 to intercept final descend and maintain 2,000 feet, cleared for ILS approach to runway 10 right, contact Fort Pierce Tower on 128.2.
Fly heading 065 descend and maintain 2,000 feet, cleared for ILS approach to runway 10 right, tower on 128.2. Phenom 1 Victor Bravo. Tower Phenom 1 Victor Bravo inbound for ILS approach runway 10 right.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo, good afternoon. Continue ILS to runway 10 right, call when established on final.
Continue ILS runway 10 right, will call when established on final for ILS to runway 10 right. Phenom 1 Victor Bravo. Tower Phenom 1 Victor Bravo established on final runway 10 right.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo, winds are 257 at 6 knots. Cleared to land runway 10 right.
Cleared to land runway 10 right. Phenom 1 Victor Bravo.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo, welcome to Treasure Coast International Airport, contact Fort Pierce ground on 119.55.
Ground on 119.55. Phenom 1 Victor Bravo. Ground Phenom 1 Victor Bravo, ready to taxi to GA parking.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo, taxi to general aviation parking via Alpha 1, Alpha, Charlie, Charlie 8, hold short runway 14.
Taxi to general aviation parking via Alpha 1, Alpha, Charlie, Charlie 8, hold short runway 14. Phenom 1 Victor Bravo.
Phenom 1 Victor Bravo, cleared to cross runway 14.
Cleared to cross runway 14. Phenom 1 Victor Bravo.
We made it. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned a little bit about Pilot2ATC. Of course, the entire flight could have been done using your own voice instead of the Smart Copilot, but this video was focused on how you could make an entire flight using only the Smart Copilot feature. In fact, you can mix and match without a problem. If you want to do that, just disable the Copilot auto response so you can respond manually by either clicking the speak button to say the recommended phrase, or use your voice to respond. Thanks for watching.